Hi there guys, and welcome to another Kyle Reviews video. So today we're talking about, as you've already seen, my new red mouse. I picked red, just so you know, because obviously it matches the new keyboard setup I've got. If you've watched my past videos, you'll see that red is going to be my theme. But moving on, I will go with the screen first. This is already plugged in and working, I assume. Yes, there it is. And I'll show you the listing basically. So it starts off with a clean black looking one. Black, but with now RGB light lines in it. So when you turn the lights on, it shines through. And then the red one I've got. Now, to show you some differences, this is currently listed at the time of the video $11.98. And don't worry, I'll put a link to this in the description too. But when I purchased this, the price was actually £10 something, and then during shipping, as it was coming to my address, it dropped another £2, so I got a partial refund because Temu does that. So all in all, I paid £8 odd for it. Just keep an eye on this listing if you do want to take a look. Just add it to your basket, and when it drops down in price again, then buy it. But even now at £11.98, if you don't want to wait, I'd say this is still worth the money. If I didn't have it now, I'd still buy it again right now. But we'll move on from this listing now. I'll get this laptop screen out of the way and show you the device itself. So, starting with the bottom, I'll go from the bottom to the top. You get the carry port here for the USB. This you obviously just take it out there, plug it into whatever laptop or computer you want, and your mouse is now connected to it. You have your on, off, and then light on. So right now it's just on. Then you can just go off, which is the middle, and light on, which is the very bottom one. And what that does is just shines RGB colours through the wolf logo that it has on top and through your scroll wheel, and that's it. Some at the sides as well, before I forget that. So yeah, the sides as well. And it scrolls through the colours, that is all. I don't tend to use that. It saves a bit of power if you use it with the lights off, but if you want the RGB, it's there. Going around the sides, aesthetically, it's a bit gamery, I suppose. It is listed as an esports mouse, but I wouldn't go far as that. It's just a nice mouse, if you're into some cool designs, yeah, this is worth the go. That's pretty much it. Oh, and yeah, going from that. So you've got USB-C charge, which in a budget tech mouse is fantastic. Usually if you buy a cheap mouse off, Temu, Amazon, whatever, it's still micro USB. That's such a horrible thing to have at this day and age in 2023. Finally, they're coming out with USB-C more often, and that's great. It's got some weird weird design at the back here. I don't get that, but you're not going to see that when you use it anyway. And then on the top, you got more than enough buttons, all the ones you can need, I would say, for any use. You have your DPS changer. So for those that don't know what that is, changing your DPS is changing the speed of the pointer on your monitor or screen. So pressing the plus, when you move the mouse, it will just make the mouse pointer on the screen go faster. And then pressing the minus, just make it go slower. So that depends on the use case, just change the speed and you get comfortable with it. You have your very nice scroll wheel. I love the tactile on that, it feels great. And you have your forward and back side buttons. So when you're browsing the web or something, forward a page, back a page, all that, they're just extra handy buttons. And then the click left and right, this is where it gets a bit weird. So I don't know if you'll pick it up through my phone microphone, because that's what I'm using, but we'll find out. Just listen to the clicks. Very clicky. I'm assuming you pick that up. Now when you use the main clicks here, very quiet. And the same again when you hit the DPS changer, they're very clicky. And then press the scroll wheel in, also very clicky. It's very clicky and then quiet. It's not matching. For me, that's a slight annoyance. I preferred it all clicky or all quiet, so it matches, but it's not a deal breaker. It's still a budget mouse, you're saving money with this, so it is what it is. But just beware of that. All in all, it's a full plastic build. There is no metal that you can touch. So for me, that keeps it lighter, so the gliding is still very nice instead of having a weighty mouse. For me, I like a lighter one. If you prefer a weighted mouse that's heavier, then I would suggest you look up some other mice. But you know, this is a full hand mouse and lightweight, so I prefer it. And considering it's plastic, the finish is very nice. It's a matte look and feel. It's smooth when you glide your fingers across, but when you want to grip it, perfect on the grip. You know, the sides here, they've got the like nubbins, the dimples there, helps you grip nicely as well. And then the gliding pads, they're very smooth. So whatever surface I've put it on so far, whether it be this here, or a glass top surface, or my mouse mat, it's been perfect, absolutely perfect. In general use, I prefer DPS higher because I do also game on my machines, and with the DPS turned up, this laser system is very accurate. I've had no hiccups, no stalls, anything I can see or feel that goes wrong with, you know, aiming in a shooter game or anything like that, or just generally moving my pointer around. Very accurate and very quick. So again, for £8 something, this is fantastic. I would suggest looking up yourself. No faults with mine, but again, you know, I'm actually just going to start saying as a disclaimer, if you're buying off Temu, you do risk having a bad something. It's, you know, it's just cheap budget tech. But again, I'll leave a link. If you have enjoyed this at all, found it informative, like what I'm doing so far, please consider subscribing, liking this video, and just giving it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. A subs to my channel would be absolutely appreciated, massively. I'm still starting off. I've only got, I think, 19-20 subs. I would love to keep growing. Thank you very much. Any questions or extra you want to add in, please put so in the comments and I will reply to you. Hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.